it was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
I'm Tanika Kabuza. I won't say my age. I work for an architect company.
I'm Meliswa and I'm a private English teacher. I work for a Chinese company based in Shanghai.
My name is Phozisa Daniel. I'm currently working for Transport and Public Works. I'm 24 years of age.
My name is Nandi Pomzileni. I'm a mother of 3 and I work as a promoter for a company called Tonic Promotions.
You find women who get really comfortable with their men, but they're still deeply insecure in the relationship, and protection means detachment to them. And if you can negotiate that space where you can trust a person and trust that they'll stick around, you don't need them not to use a condom. And there was the question of, you know that you're going into this dangerous zone, but ask yourself about the willingness to try it all with a person who you think you're interested in. It's always that factor where danger factor is actually your thrill. That's the part that you enjoy the most about this new experience. And unfortunately, we're hypocritical like that. I'm going to test, but I'm still going to be the one that suggests, okay, let's have 1 month, let's have 1 day a month where we don't use a condom because it makes the relationship interesting and special and all of those things. But then I don't get around to negotiating, let's do collective testing or joint testing and stuff. So it's that hypocritical sense where we're always caught up in the conflict of our own basically desire and the sense to protect yourself.
Men cheat and women no, that's not what I was gonna say. Men cheat and us women enable them because Thabo is dating Nelly. And you know what? Pause is still gonna say, you know what, it's fine with you can come to me, when you can make time. I know Thabo is dating Nelly, I know it, but I'm willing to be that second girlfriend. We offer ourselves to them, he's been in a 5-year relationship or 10 years even, but you want what Nelly has, not knowing what promises he made her, but you want what she has, and then we want to blame them. Oh, they cheated, but it's all, to be honest, it's all women's fault. In that point, we tempt them, and we'll have this thing that there's a few men in the world.
It is our fault that we get pregnant because realistically speaking, guys, come on. Anyone who has sex, they know. They've been educated. It's either you use protection or you get a contraceptive or in the morning. You had unprotected sex. 3 days. 3.
Enough
You
time.
could get, I know it's 50 rand, but come on, you've got 3 days
It's
to
free.
hustle.
It's free at public clinics.
Even at
It's free.
seriously, come on.
I was 16 when I had my first one. Then I was 21 when I had my second child. And then it was kind of like, you're still stupid in a way. You know what I'm saying? You're still dumb. And then when you still get the third one, the guy's got so many promises. Because you need that sense of being comfortable with someone. You need that sense of security. Oh, he's going to do this for you. He's going to be there for you. Therefore, his leverage on you that he actually has to have, he will ask you for that one certain thing that he actually wants that he doesn't have, the child.
If I see Nelly and Thabo, their kid is nice, I want what Nelly has. I want that I want her husband to just give me a baby. That's another addition. And then someone else will see the same thing because they check good genes, quality is good, and then they want.
I'm glad you mentioned that because there's always a debate. I personally believe women are always responsible for falling pregnant. Exactly. And it's a thing that we need to address so that we can stop shifting the blame to the men who don't use protection. Even if your man sneaks up on you and they like to have it raw, we still have quite a say in how much of it can actually... You can say no, or you can take protective measures. You can use contraception. Whenever I see a girl pregnant by another person's guy or partner, I know they wanted it. That was the exact intent. So I can't have any kind of sympathy towards women in that sense. All those single mothers, I'm sorry.
These men, they run away. It happens. They run away. The minute they find out that you're pregnant, they're going to run.
The first 3 months are the good months. And then after that, you don't see him, he disappears. Because, in the, I don't know in other cultures, in the Xhosa cultures, you have to pay damages. Yeah. So that's why I say I like to stick to black guys because they know what is expected of them. should I fall pregnant, he's supposed to take the responsibility to, if my family brings me over to his house, he has to say, yes, I know this girl, yes, I'm the one, because they ask you certain questions. But what they do is, once Posisa gets pregnant, they take me to Tabo's house, and then Tabo says, I've never seen this girl in my life. Tabo's mom says, no, neither have I, because they have to pay damages, right? They're running away from the responsibility.
I'm not going to choose a person who doesn't understand the economics of relationships. I'm not going to have a person who's broken, they still want to move in together, or they want a kid when they can't even afford a car or a house or school fees. You've got to put it up front. In 5 years, this child's going to need to go to crèche.
You have to think about those things.
And if you don't have $1 million in a bank account, how dare you? So I actually want to choose a person who's intelligent enough to understand that if you are stupid enough to want to risk it all, you better have the security to actually honor the responsibility. Because a lot of men don't honor it because they don't have the means. They don't. If you can't afford shoes, how are you going to afford a child? If you can't afford your own supper tonight, how are you going to afford a child? So you can choose that.
And they're not all unemployed. They do have money. The other one is doing his own personal business. The second one is also working, and the other one, he does what you do, heights and transit, whatever. They do have money, but they're just choosing not to get involved.
From my observation, I think that girls are more scared of falling pregnant than getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because obviously you can actually manage your disease supposedly, whereas with kids it's almost like they're there forever. And it's like they're there in front of your face with AIDS, you don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
On your face. It never goes away. It's like there, mommy, and HIV. You can still take your ARVs and live a healthy life with you know the way they advertise it now. HIV is manageable. You can live with the disease longer. They always emphasize longer. So it's like as long as you don't get pregnant.
That's why women are more willing to go and get an injection for contraceptive than to use a condom or to go and test. They'll go and get an injection, but use protection or
if I was dating a white man, I think there would be that process where we're sitting down, we're talking about testing and everything. But if I'm gonna be dating a black guy, we don't do conversations like that, like with black guys and anything.
I do. And I don't ever ask people to come testing with me, but I have my own personal routine. It's free. When I was at UCT, every 3 months, if you don't wear the bracelet that says it means you were scared to test. That means you did something. So it was actually something that was socially agreed upon. It was like one of those, the people with bracelets test all the time. But I wouldn't have to be in a relationship and force the person to go testing with me. I just test for myself.
My first experience was like, I was so scared. I mean, we were both scared, and it didn't have to, it wasn't compulsory, but if you didn't want to go, it's fine. I'm not going to force you, but we need, we need to know where we stand. And it was with the black guy.
On the first day, obviously you are going to use protection. On the second day, he doesn't even give you a heads up or anything. You know what I mean? He's just going to go free willy. Like, I know you're ready. I trust you. I know you're clean. And you'll be like, how do I know you're clean? And you'll be like, trust me, baby, I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a relationship that is actually like that. And I'm actually struggling with the fact that protection is very essential. But to him, it's almost like we've been dating for a very long time now. Why should we? Are you cheating on me? You know what I'm saying? So I would think that you don't actually get any choices out of it.
Can I throw something very provocative? I think women actually enjoy unsafe sex. Let's not lie. If you get a guy who's like literally going to boringly put on a condom every single time, you're the one that's going to instigate the whole, we don't have to use it all the time. I think so.
Every day that if you're going to be doing the dance, he actually initiates using a condom. I feel that he loves you. He want to keeps you safe. He want to keeps this whole thing, going on the straight and narrow path. You know what I mean? You don't want anything jumping out of the closet anytime soon. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you've been with someone for at least 3 months.
I totally agree.
Especially if you guys spend a lot of time together. You get to know each other, and you free in each other's. Yeah, you're comfortable. So
I don't think it's been trusting. I think it's feeling comfortable. I think it's feeling
You
comfortable.
should actually leave a
Because
space open.
the way that I see it, you can never trust, even if you were to be with that person for 10 years, you still don't know that person.
But you know, guys will always say the T word, trust. I trust you. You know, and then once he says that, it's like,
Can you actually really say you can trust a guy? Can I tell you something? I'm one of those girls that actually sleep with this other eye closed and the other one is open. Like, you know, I'm watching you even though I'm actually sleeping, but I'm watching you. The same as I would assume that is actually doing the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, if you guys are gonna be having, if we're gonna be having sex, we're not gonna wait a whole 3 months, like 6 months. Obviously, I meet you today. Can I? The first chick that I've met that actually says
Is that gonna make a difference?
okay.
Can I tell you something?
Is it gonna make a difference?
No matter how long you are going to actually try and, you know, you are gonna do it anyway.
How can you sleep with someone you hardly know? You've known him, you've known him for 2 weeks.
To know someone.
Like, you know, you chat, you become comfortable with them, you have coffee, you eat, you laugh, you sneeze.
What person guys have you met that's gonna take you out for a cup of
Yeah,
coffee
it
or for a
happened.
cake?
Banana, this is my rule.
Show me.
Let's
Show
not
me
do
that
that.
guy.
I will
What's the
show
guy?
you. If he was here, I would show you. He will even tell you himself.
You take you out for a cup of coffee at Mug and Beans for a cake.
For 90 days.
For 90 days and he's waiting and he keeps on buying those coffees and those cakes. And by the time he gets home, he'll be checking his pockets like, you know.
There's been an interesting observation that I saw. Basically, in the past, traditionally, you could have feminine men. You could have men that could be seen as gay now.
But they were.
They were loving, they were feminine, they were warm, and they understood their women very well. And those relationships really worked well. And a lot of people would have questioned how straight they are. But now it's really harsh, because when you see a guy who's really emotionally in touch with their feelings, it becomes, you're gay. How are you not out of the closet yet? And it bothers me.
But then you as a woman, wouldn't you wonder if your guy was like that?
Why would
So in touch with his feminine side?
Are we so used to the brutality and the violence and the masculinity
No, I don't think
imposed
it's
to us that
You know
we
what I
think
mean?
that there
You
are no
actually
feminine
also
men
wonder
out there?
if you had a guy who was like that, because I actually dated someone who was like that, and then I would always wonder. Even his bedroom looked like it was a woman.
This is the problem with sustained trauma. We are so used to men treating us so wrongly that when you get that one that treats you right,
There's something
it's
wrong.
strange. It's like, oh my God, no.
It's so wrong.
Shouldn't he be a jerk? Shouldn't he be a dog?
I am dating a guy who's supposedly a jerk, and he's the one that I like. Because when we go somewhere, he walks right in front of me, and I walk behind him. When we go shopping, I'm the one who's actually carrying the plastic bags. He pays, and he walks out the store. I have to carry the plastic bag.
Wait, I dated a guy who had lots of brothers, no sisters, and that guy could cook, and he was from Eastern Cape, and that guy was awesome. And any Cape Townian guy I've dated. I've been living in Cape Town all my life and dated strictly Xhosa men just to be safe, because, you know, culturally we mix, you know. I know what to expect from that. I don't want any surprises down the line. So he could cook, and girl, I enjoyed it.
You see, now that's really sad, because this is because we are now going to pass that on to the next generation. That if your man is not hardcore, if your man doesn't treat you badly, then you shouldn't date them. Because we're so used to choosing bad boys, and unfortunately,
that's so
now all the
teenage
good boys are going to become gay because they're not getting
No,
them.
can I tell you something?
My dream is to live in a safe country where women have equal rights to men, not just by constitution or by word of mouth, but actually seeing those promises that have been made to us women.
My dream has always been constant, to become the journalist that I've always wanted to be. Raise those 3 beautiful babies.
My dream is to have my own business, make my own money, be successful, have kids, provide for them, love them, be happy. Most importantly, just be happy.
My dream involves having enough power and capacity to actually impact the social change that I'm very passionate about. And also my other dream is to have a family that won't be affected by the things that I've been through.